Well, now this screen at least makes it seem like we're pretty far along with 100% completion on 3 out of 5 worlds, unless they add a scroll bar.
I'm going to do it. I've run all the tests. It's non-toxic. If we're going to live here, someone has to take the plunge and actually try to eat things.
Dr. Tapero, please do something.
Don't do it, Suvi.
You told on me. I thought we were friends. You, sir, are uninvited from all my parties.
Well, Suvi, I've got your party supplies.
I found that plant you wanted.
Great. I'll give the recipe a try when I'm off duty. I've already got ideas for how to jazz it up. And I'll keep working on Mr. I don't like movie nights here to come along.
I like them. I just don't trust our autopilot alone for too long.
We could always land. Just go land somewhere, have a movie night. Alright, so I've gone into the research stuff a little bit here. And I've noticed that... Here we go. The final tier of my armor requires me to be level 30. So the plan right now is to hoard my resources for a while. Then the moment I hit level 30, buy research the level 30 version of all the N7 pieces and then craft those. And hopefully that'll work out.
What's that supposed to mean?
Here we go.
You know, how uptight you are. I am not uptight. Not even 300 years old and fussing at us like a matriarch. I'm a doctor. Fussing's part of the job.
Turians aren't even one of the most uptight people in the game. As far as I can... 12 points! Dang! Where are all these points coming from? Wow, I skipped an entire level up, I guess. I gotta make up my mind what I want to put points into next. I think I'm gonna want to go down charge next. Despite the reckless concept of charging directly into an enemy and stuff like that, it is kind of weirdly a defensive skill too. It's a combo detonator, so charging into a singularity could be devastating to enemies, but also a lot of its effects involve recharging my shields. In fact, at the end here, you get this last one gives me 5 seconds of what looks like might be 75% damage resistance for 5 seconds compared to what starts out as being a, I believe, 8-second cooldown on the skill itself. And it recharges the entirety of your shields, because it starts off recharging 50% of your shields, and then it goes up to be all of your shield while reducing the damage you take and stuff like that. So it could actually help my survivability, despite the fact that it seems like this crazy, reckless attack. And it could be a good thing to complement the fact that I have, right now I've got Throw and Lance. And Throw is a little redundant because they're both long-range attacks. And getting a completely different thing to mix in could be useful. So right here we have the basic skill purchase, we have recharge speed, damage and force, pretty much standard. I can go for more damage and force, so I can go for a radius of 3.5 meters. Ooh boy. I think... And I am often in favor of just anything that it does more crowd control. Because the toughest thing is fighting large numbers of enemies, so I think I'm going to go for radius. And I can't get any more past that point, but what do I want next? I know I want this one here that gives me the full shield restore and damage mitigation. Oh, gun damage and melee damage versus power damage and force, that's pretty straightforward. So I know what I want there then. That's going to cost me like, what, 5 and 6 points, so that's 11 points, so I need 9 more points to finish off charge. Let's go ahead and assign that over Throw. There we go. Charge, Singularity, and Lance. That should be interesting. Welcome back to EOS's system. So first I want to get done with the actual scanning that I never finished. But also I want to stop into EOS because they made a point to explain to me that the Ket are attacking and that the what do you call it? The radiation is subsiding and so on and so forth, and I'm like, well, that's weird, because I thought that both of those things already happened, and I already took out the Ket. But give the game the benefit of the doubt, and think that just maybe... There's actually something to find here? I don't think there is there? Let's think that just maybe, the game genuinely has more oh crap. More in store for me. But I can't help but be worried that it's just a false message coming up at the wrong time, because that happens a lot in this game. Like the emails, and the part where the game spoiled Jal's experience before he joined the party. Never gonna forget that happened.
Deploying probe.
Wonder if they patched that one yet.
Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Thank you. Beryllium.
Anomaly detected.
We're at 17 out of 50 on the planets. It's because I haven't been bothering to scan planets that aren't in the locations of story missions and so on. Probably should be. This is a Milky Way thing? Scientific monitoring satellite launched by early explorers to Eos. Mission was abandoned when the original settlement of Eos failed. Has gathered valuable data from H276. The scale of our project is just insane. That we just have random satellites in every different location, and we're so willing to just abandon projects, which is crazy to me. So because I'm not scanning systems that we're not visiting for story reasons yet, I'm not super far along on system stuff, but according to the quest for scanning animals, I've already done 9 out of 10 of the animals. So between that and the progression screen suggesting that we're at something like is there a scanner thing to do? Oh, between that and the progression thing suggesting that we might be at like 3 out of 5 planets done. I'm starting to wonder if there's not that much game left or something. We'll see. Just waiting for my goddamn sister to wake up. There we go. Alright, this system's maxed out. Let's go down to Eos and see if anything's actually happening down there. Because apparently it's very urgent I go to Eos.
Tracking a remnant architect.
Hello.
The one we fought ended up in orbit? Amazing.
When you defeat an architect, it's actually orbiting the planet. That's weird. The Ronin architect's programming directives have been interrupted. It is in orbital standby mode and remains tethered to its home planet Eos. The architect's systems are completing a recovery from severe radiation exposure. The architect itself appears to be conducting monitoring and analysis of Eos's atmosphere. Just some more research points. Huh. I was wondering what was going on because I saw another thing to click on. I'm like, whoa, that hasn't happened. Yeah, as suspected, despite everyone urging me to come back here and acting like there's some sort of emergency, I don't see any evidence that anyone on this planet wants to talk to me or that anything needs to be done. So it seems to be another scripting problem where the game's all like telling me to go do something I've already done. And that's not great for immersion. It says I just completed the quest for talking to Tan at Nexus Pathfinder HQ. And I apparently completed that by landing on Eos, doing nothing, and getting back off of Eos. I don't know what's going on with this game's quest notifications. They're like... It's just like random noise at some point. The weird things that happen.
Ryder, have you seen Lexi?
She's not in the med bay?
No, and she's not answering her call.
I'll find her.
Kadara, HNS. Exile a port discovered. Nexus exiles find a home as former security are implicated in the mutiny. An investigation revealed Nexus security head Sloan Kelly played a role in the uprising that killed dozens. Initiative authorities tracked the exiles, including Kelly, to Kadara, a desert planet in the Gavorkum system. Angaran delegation on Nexus. An Angaran delegation arrives at the Nexus. Initiative brass are now working to broker an alliance with a species native to Andromeda. While tensions persist, the Angaran ambassador was reportedly impressed with the Nexus and its resources. The human Pathfinder has made contact with the legendary Angaran resistance. Why are they legendary? Oh well. The rebel group has fought a protracted war against the Ket on the ice planet known as Vold since long before the Nexus arrived in the cluster, which isn't really saying much because we've been here for a year. Resistance reception to Milky Way species is reportedly warming. Outpost on Vold. An initiative outpost has been established on Vold. The ice planet isn't the most hospitable home, even in Helios, but the Resistance and Initiative colonists pledged to make it work. The settlement has been dubbed Tervuni and will focus on extracting ice to provide water for the fleet and other colonies. Sometimes it's best to just go with your first attempt at pronouncing something and just go with it and live with the mistake.
You think
Pathfinder.
I wouldn't keep an eye on my shipments? Please.
Hi, I'm Jien Garson, founder of the initiative.
Looks like someone named Ignatius wants to talk to me.
Hi. Gil Brody is your engineer, right? That's right.
I'm Bailey. I used to work with him in the hangars here. You wouldn't happen to know if he's available, would you?
I wouldn't know.
Right. Okay, sorry to bother you. Just, tell him I said hi, huh?
Okay. See you later, Bailey.
You may access one of our automated information kiosks.
I wonder what my dad would think of all this. Would he have encouraged the move? Come with us if he could?
I'm sure he would have. To be with you guys.
Yeah, I think so too. Sid doesn't remember anything about him, but I do. I think he might have liked it here.
Hi, this is Jien.
Where in the hell is Lexi, though? So she's supposed to be nearby. She's apparently somewhere in the hangar, so I would guess the garden, since Doctor character... Oh,
These Angara.
Our citizens.
Whoa, it's the Pathfinder.
There's always room
It's
for
me.
improvement.
You're the one who befriended these strange new people,
Don't
these
hesitate to share.
Angara. And now they're here, on the Nexus. How do we know we can trust them? I mean, for certain.
Remember, we're the strangers. This is their home, and they've welcomed us. They've earned our trust.
I guess.
Talk to them. Get to know them. See for yourself.
Good advice. I will.
I mean, how many times can aliens be... how many times can humans be afraid of outside aliens in one lifetime? We kind of met them all recently.
Did you? Excellent. Congratulations on your new stuff.
I can't help but be amused by the idea of that just being straight up T-posed. Like, it's an armor set. Just take a character model and hang it on the wall, but just with like the default T-pose. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Are you Lexi? You're not, because you're wearing armor, huh? It's hard to find someone who's just blue. Hey, there you are. Oh, that guy's sliding around. You're not Lexi either, are you? How would you tell? At first I was like, wow, Lexi has a really distinctive face. Then I realized that that's just what Asari look like now in this game. It used to be that Asari would all look kind of different from each other. At least the character ones. But now every random Asari kind of looks identical to Lexi. It's probably why they gave PB face paint. Are you Lexi? No. You're Lexi.
The flag of Tervuni.
There you are. Looking for the meaning of life?
At the bottom of a bottle?
You wouldn't be the first to try.
Alcohol rarely provides answers.
Then why are you here?
What? I can't kick back? Have fun?
Lexi, you haven't touched that bottle.
Because you interrupted me.
What's this really about?
PB thinks I don't care about the crew. That you're all just experiments to me. Do you... Is that how you think I see you?
Since when do you care what PB thinks?
It's not the first time someone told me that. In fact, every one of my exes said something similar. Hence why I'm taking a break from relationships. You didn't answer my question. Is that how you think I see you?
You wouldn't be moping in this bar if you only saw me as an experiment.
I don't mope, but you're right. Thank you, Ryder. I should get back.
What about your wine?
I'll save it for another day.
Do we have another doctor who is saving alcohol for a special occasion with their captain?
You again. Free drinks for Pathfinders. I'll make sure of it.
Oh yeah? Do I have new stuff for you guys?
Hey there.
I guess not. Was not sure. Hey, there's an Angaran. Is it karaoke night, or is he just staring off into space? Huh. Yeah, he's not really here with anyone. He's not looking at anyone. He's just staring up there. At our ventilation. He's planning on poisoning the Nexus! So we should once again have another Sam node memory unlocked.
Ryder, one of your father's memories is available.
Let's see it.
This memory is when Alec first learned the initiative.
It will be just a moment. Hello, Alec.
I'm too old for cloak and dagger. I got your message. I'm here. Who are you?
A benefactor, if you like.
You have something to offer me?
A future?
That's vague.
A future for your wife. You're out of money. Your contacts have dried up. You can't finish Sam.
How do you know about?
I can help you. Whatever you need.
Start by telling me what you need.
Your AI is more than a cure for your wife. It could also be the salvation for many others.
I don't follow.
Where we're going, we'll need a different perspective to understand things.
Where's that? The Andromeda Galaxy?
I have a proposal for you. And Ellen doesn't have much time. Are you interested?
Who was that? The benefactor?
I believe there was more to the Andromeda Initiative than was publicly understood. Private logs are now available in your father's quarters. They may shed further light on the matter. I detect additional memories, but they are currently locked. They may yet hold answers.
Okay, I'll keep working on it. That's all for now.
Of course.
Did she sound exactly like Lexi or no? I wonder who the voice actor for the benefactor is. Yeah, you crouch in that one corner. What are you guarding? Just my room that I'm never in? It's not even my room, it's a dead guy's room. What do you do all day? This is your job? To crouch menacingly with an assault rifle in front of the room of a dead man? That I could just walk into? Weird. Weird.
When studying
Ah, crap. Mistake.
Your father's personal logs.
I had a strange meeting yesterday. I thought it would be with Jien Garson, who founded the initiative. But it wasn't. I guess Jien's the visionary, the one who gets everyone excited about the project and drums up publicity. But then this benefactor apparently provides resources and money. And I mean a lot of money. It's a little unusual. But everything about this project is.
Interesting. I wonder if Director Tan knows anything about this. Worth talking to him.
I accepted the initiative's offer. They're calling me a Pathfinder. There's no other option left. Sam will never happen without their help. Our savings are gone, and no one will return my calls. I am a pariah. There's something strange going on with this benefactor. But Ellen's getting worse. I can't fail her.
So the benefactor has to be the elusive man, right? Some sort of weird human organization that seems to have an incredible amount of resources, that's willing to fund batshit insane projects that have little to no logical explanation as to why they're being funded in the first place at times. And then, of course, we have the Normandy SR2 model that we found in his quarters, which, why would he have an SR2? Why not an SR1? The symbol of Turian and human, like, collaboration. No, he has an SR2. The symbol of Cerberus's resurrection of the SR1.
Convicted murderer Nilken Rensis.
Although I still wonder about the timetable there, right? Like, when was the SR2 made versus when they left this project, and like how likely are they to have a model of that? That's weird. We've been over that though. Director Tan, you got some splaining to do in the voice of that guy from Silicon Valley.
Hello again.
Where are you? You have the most just roundabout office, don't you?
The Angara have nothing to fear from the people of the Milky Way. But do you have anything to offer?
I gave Prodromos the best start a Pathfinder could.
Wisdom.
But we can't predict everything. We just do our best.
On our own. Of course. And you also have food, water, necessities of life.
Now we get to the heart of the matter.
I would like to lay a groundwork for trade between our people.
What would you trade?
Well, wisdom and knowledge.
We'll take that under consideration. Good day.
I'm not sure who I was talking to. Maybe Cora? Maybe it triggered a conversation with Cora, even though I wasn't close enough to hear her. There was a weird overlapping dialogue happening there that was distracting?
Something I can help you with?
I'm curious. What do you know about the people who backed the initiative?
What everyone knows. Jien Garson was the founder and visionary. Unfortunately, she died on the Nexus during the Scourge disaster.
Is there anyone else?
I would almost welcome them. A voice to silence the rabble. Then Kesh might listen. But no, we're alone. Why do you ask?
I have information that suggests Garson wasn't the only one.
What sort of information?
It's complicated, but there was a silent partner. A benefactor.
Even if that were true, we've been here 14 months with no sign of them. This partner is either a phantom, missing, or dead. Nope, Jien Garson was the beacon. A sad end to someone of such stature. Dying alone.
Oh?
It was chaos. By the time they found her, she was already dead, succumbed to her injuries.
Was there a follow-up investigation?
I wasn't even out of stasis, but knowing the violence of the Scourge disaster, death was everywhere. If you're suggesting something else happened, Ryder, I'd rather you didn't. Let's not add to the confusion.
Thank you for your time.
Ryder, if you wish to pursue this further, accessing Nexus security records may reveal more information.
Well then, let's press. Maybe we'll find out what happened to Jien. It's weird how they don't seem to acknowledge the idea that the money must have come from somewhere. Like, no, it's just Jien, no one else. Like, was Jien a multi-billionaire that had the power of, like, one of the Shadow Broker, practically, but without anyone knowing? Jien Garson investigation. Closed. Update on the missing persons report filed on Jien Garson. Maintenance crew found her body in a Nexus apartment. Severe burns are apparent, similar to others we saw who were killed during the Scourge disaster. It's unclear how she got there, but confusion and disorientation during the Scourge event are likely. Events align with the timeline. Casualty of Scourge disaster, case closed.
The only hard fact is that her body was found in one of the apartments.
Then connecting her death to the Scourge disaster was mere speculation.
Yeah, they just wanted this to go away. I think we need to check out that apartment.
Environmental data will allow us to reconstruct the scene.
It's not the only hard evidence. There's also the part where she's burned horribly. That I doubt that they made that part up. Missing person report, Jien Garson. Andromeda Initiative founder Jien Garson has been reported missing. She was last seen during the emergency stasis revival that occurred after the Scourge encounter. A bulletin has been issued. Alright then, let's keep pressing. What's our next stop? And is there anything else in here before I leave? There is? No, that's just me going exactly where we're already going. Ah, there we go. Figured there's gonna be more here. I'm supposed to talk to Frozen Face about another character that people want to get out of Frozen. Oh, someone's trying to talk to me. You?
What is it?
You're out there, facing the Ket. We hear only rumors making them out to be monsters. Maybe they just don't understand us. Do you think peace could ever be possible?
We don't know the future. Given time, I'd like to think there's always a chance.
If you have hope, I'll have hope. I hope I live to see it. Thank you for your time.
Peace is almost always an inevitability. Yeah, one of the ironies of sci-fi fantasy universes, despite all their complexities, they often oversimplify this issue. But historically, when there's a great conflict, it generally eventually boils down to the conflict ending without either party being entirely wiped off the map, which means that eventually some kind of peace is accomplished, regardless.
Hello again, Pathfinder.
I have info on a specific sleeper I'd like brought out of cryo.
Did you forget the stink that playing favorites has already caused? Look, you're the Pathfinder. If you've a request for your extended team, that's a request you can make. Access the sleeper records through Brekker's console. It's none of my business. Until you make it a problem for me. Understood?
People are really bitchy about the Pathfinder, the person's like apparently single-handedly just revitalizing our world and saving everyone while everyone else, like, I don't know, guards my dead dad's quarters.
How may I assist?
I have a specific person I want brought out of cryo.
Name and designation if available.
I heard that the chief engineer on EOS went back into cryo.
There have been a few such requests. The first few months in Helios were disheartening.
Now that Prodromos is on track, I want her redeployed.
Chief Engineer Grace Lito, designation E97 Durango. Deployment will begin shortly. Is there anything else, Pathfinder?
Why do some colonists have a number letter designation?
All initiative members do. In the CV file somewhere, anyway. It isn't relevant when everyone is doing everything. I suppose it's like caring about a middle name. Do you not know yours?
I wasn't aware I had one.
You were in select company, even before you were made Pathfinder. Rider Pathfinder, specialist designation A04 Malapa.
Something interesting?
An A and low odds. Someone's an early adopter.
Another time.
Pathfinder.
I mean, family leadership kind of spells out early adopter, right?
Attention, civil disobedience has been reported in hydroponics. Security is investigating.
I can't help but notice that I've left and I've done established multiple colonies, so on and so forth, got all the stuff done, and to this day, they still constantly refer to that security has been deployed because they're investigating, like right now, a disturbance in hydroponics, which was that protest that happened at like the beginning of the game. The game still acts like it's happening right now, which is weird. Looks like my goal's somewhere up here. Or oh, alright, it's just putting me at the staircase to get up here, and it's actually over by the apartment area. Don't come by here very often. I wonder if I make anyone panic when I'm sprinting around like this, like the world's on fire.
This is where Jien Garson's body was discovered.
What are we looking for?
If you scan the room, environmental data may allow for scene recreation.
How the heck? What the heck am I scanning right now?
There. This was no accident. She was murdered.
As this incident occurred over a year ago, her killer is likely far away by now.
Yeah. But, wait. This whole area was shuttered back then. Didn't open until the Hyperion arrived. So what was Garson even doing here?
Perhaps a further scan of the room is in order.
What am I even scanning to get that information? I thought it would be scanning like, I don't know, like, look over there, there's some, like, hair samples, and look over there, it's a scuff mark of a boot. And it's like, instead it was like, look over there, it's a massive holographic representation of the crime scene, and instantaneously, with no build-up as to how we got that information.
A hidden door. What do we have here?
Hello, creepy back room. With a toilet. Wait. Your bathroom is in your hidden room? Oh, is this a cell? No, those are like computer monitors in like an office. Weird. Garson notes. Entry 1.1, 2819. In 2179, once mentioned a storm is coming, said evidence was clear. Meaning? Andromeda. Why? Hyperion. Still no contact. Where is Alec? Did they get him too?
This is Jien Garson. I don't have much time. I've been hiding in the sealed-off sections of the Nexus since we got here. Someone's trying to kill me, and now I can hear them down in the hydroponics area. They're coming. I've embedded what I know in my VI in the Cultural Center. This log has the code, and whatever happens... Oh god, they're outside the door.
Wow, this is some serious shit.
Yes, deeply troubling. I have the code she mentioned for the VI kiosk.
Is it a way away? Right, it's probably the kiosk we've seen before. Why does her voice sound so familiar? I'm racking my brain right now. Like, what have I heard that, like, exact voice in? Because it sounds, like, super familiar for some reason. I think I've heard it recently. Alright, curiosity satisfied. Jien Garson is played by the same woman who plays the hacker character in the Netflix series Sense8.